Hello, welcome to Peas in Pod. Lovely day down here in Rotherham, South Yorkshire. It's been the first of one of our shows. We've got, I think, 3 coming up in no time, and it's been our allotment show today, and it's been a cracking day. Well attended, plenty of cakes, which is always good, quiches, hot drinks, tombola.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
A couple of competitions, weren't there?
Yeah.
Veg boxes and flowers and such. So yeah, well done really to everybody who got involved and helped set up and get the time up really. So,
It's been brilliant.
Well done. Dan's done a few photos, so we'll bob them on at the end of this.
Yeah.
Let you have a look at them, yeah. And maybe next year you might pop along and come and have a look at us. Tonight then, just going to do a quick one about what to expect when you take on an allotment, because obviously it does happen, but very rarely will you take on one that's actually been cultivated. You can get straight on with growing your veg and your flowers, and you've usually got some sort of clearance, manual work, rubbish that you've inherited to get shut on. I don't want that to daunt you when you first do take on an allotment, so we'll have a look at an unused plot, a vacant plot. We'll do that, and we'll just give a few pointers if you do take one on, and also a few little things to look for on a new site before you sign up to allotment, which I haven't done it past, and it's been to my cost really. So yeah, we'll pick on that, and then some Savoy cabbages to plant. Yeah. So yeah, I'll show you how we plant our cabbages. These are winter cabbages, Savoys. We'll get some of them in, Dan.
Yeah.
On the old donation plot.
Yeah, that's the community garden. So.
Community, that's a better name for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
The community plot, yeah. So you're in too?
Cheers.
Alright, so yeah, when you first get an allotment, like I say, it's not too extreme, so you might get something like this. I've had a couple of allotments in past with them being like this, and yeah, they can look really daunting. Right, they're not really. If you take it on now, you've got, what would you say, Dan? We've got about 7 months before we really start again growing now.
Yeah.
You know, taking away your winter stuff. A lot of this weed as well, if you wait, you get into November, it'll be a lot clearer, because a lot of weed just dies back in winter naturally, so you might even see a bit of soil. Thing to do, first thing what I'd do with this is I'd get a strimmer, or something you can get these weeds cut down with so you can see what you're doing. Get yourself a paffing. Have some plans where you want beds and things to go in your head. Try and do 3 foot, 6 foot a day, a weekend if you can, and it's surprising how quick you get on top of it. One of the great benefits of taking something at this time of year is the land you clear will pretty much stop clear.
Yeah.
You do it in spring, you'll start getting the weed growth flushes then. So if you can get on top of it now, the winter will be your friend. It'll help you keep that clearer. Yeah. So if you're mega keen, you know, and you really want to do it, get enough out to put a bed in. Get your bed planted now. You know, if it's only 3 foot by 3 foot bed, you can chuck some net over it, get some winter cabbages, whatever in. You're growing. Once you've got something to nurture, you become even more attached to it. Yeah. Few things on allotment sites to look for. So number one for me, the top one, the priority now. I've had allotment where it wasn't available and it was really hard work, and that's water. Yeah, try and collect as much as your own water in, you know, present climate, and also it's better for plants as you can. So any sheds you may put up, greenhouses, outbuildings, even people have got their own toilets on here now. Get some guttering on, collect as much water as you can. Get your IBCs, invest in a little pump so you're not caught in it all over the garden. You can run it off out to an IBC to barrels placed at side of your beds, water direct onto your plants. That is a mega, you know, that is a must for me now.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, isn't it?
Water. Yeah, I've been in a situation where I was fetching it from home and like trying to grow big stuff, and the amount of water you're trailing about, it can kill your enthusiasm before you start. Just check on any rules. All allotments have slightly different rules. I've heard or know of allotments where you can only grow fruit trees to a certain size. You can't grow above that. So just check these things out before you start. usually you'll get a contract to sign. Don't just sign it because out of hurry and think, yes, I've got an allotment. Have a quick read of it. Because not only are you accountable to that contract, your landlord is accountable to that contract.
Yeah.
So it works both ways, that. So it's worth reading, having a look at. We haven't got any crazy rules, as it were, on here. I think one of the rules we've got on here is all those greenhouses, outbuildings can only be 12 foot in length. And if I do remember correctly, I think that's 12 foot width as well.
Yeah.
Which is just to stop the old-fashioned days where you did get some monstrosities built on allotments. It's a very modern way now on allotments. You know, you don't see all these sheds made out of old doers now like you used to do. There used to be a lot of that. So yeah, just have a check. Just make sure what you can and what you can't do. Look for any stupid rules. You know, because some sites do still have some Darwinian rules, some stupid rules about how many flowers you can grow, for instance, and that type of thing. And when you're on, have a word with your allotmenteers. Most of them are really helpful people. They'll tell you, they'll straight away, they give you pointers in what you can grow and what you can't grow. You know, they'll say to you, it's full of club root on here.
Yeah.
So straight away then you've got to think about your brassicas. You know, are you going to raise them up? What do I do to get round club root? If I really want to just grow loads of cabbage, do I want to be on this site?
Yeah.
Allium leaf miner, things like that, white rot with your onions, you know, all allotment sites. Because a lot are old, you know, they go back some years and they can have little inherent diseases that run about through them. So just try and, you know, have a word with them on the plots or around you and they'll give you pointers in that. Yeah, and very often they'll say things to you like, we can't grow carrots on here, you know. You can grow carrots anywhere. It's just if it's a really odd clay, do you want to invest in doing a raised bed for them and putting some, you know, some more suitable loaming for carrots to grow in. It's all up to you. But talking to fellow allotmenteers on your site, it'll save you a lot of wasted effort and sometimes a lot of wasted money.
Yeah. Trying
to grow things that just won't really grow on your site. Yeah. But also remember, growing veg is very variable. In the plot here, the best taters might to grow in here, say, could be rocket.
Yeah.
The plot next door, they might not grow in their plot. It can be like that, you know. It's surprising how much it can swing and vary. So yeah, just we've got well into it now, into the series of peas in a pod. So I thought we'd just come back a bit. If it's, you know, made anybody think, allotment, just something to bear in mind. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, another thing, access.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Some places you've got a car park. Some allotments you can park next to your plot. Some you've got to walk. So have a word about that on your abilities, obviously, you know, and your mobilities, and see what the situation is with that for bringing your vehicles on. So on that, Dan, we'll go and put some winter cabbages in. Show them how we do it.
Let's get on it. That's this one.
One more. This is the one.
Oi! And he got it.
So we're planting cabbages. Savoy winter type resolution. It's a new variety, I do believe. On here we have to net. You can't get round it. We get pigeons, partridges, pheasants, all sorts, don't we? Foxes, you name it. Cabbage white butterflies. They all love to share, don't they? They all love to share. We had
horses at one time.
Oh, we had horses, yeah. We had a few of them gallop through. This variety, you'll be harvesting these just this side of Christmas and after Christmas. So, you know, they're going to fill that gap then when there's not a lot about. I like to plant winter stuff now, before end of August, while there's still a bit of warm fit soil. Just gets them roots going, you know.
Yeah.
With the spring sowings of veg, I always think it can be too early, but it's hard to be too late.
Yeah.
You know, you'll catch up. I think it swings when you're going for your winter stuff. I like to get them in as early as I can, let them get going, get the roots down, get some growth on before really bad weather. Because if we do get really low temperatures, they'll just sit then, you know, till weather improves.
Yeah.
And then they'll take longer to get to that mature size if you've planted them later. I'm going to put 18 in this bed. There'll be 2 7s and then I'll fill middle in. I'll just plant a few now, so I'll show you how we plant them. What the old gardeners always said, when I were a lad, Dan, we never dig an hole to plant a cabbage. What did they mean by that? Well, a cabbage wants its roots firm.
Yeah.
Windrock moves that cabbage, it loosens the roots, they'll either topple on you or they'll blow. What does blow mean? It means they'll go to seed on you. So what they meant by never dig an hole is they used to use their handles and just sort of bore an hole out,
Yeah.
put it in, bang it in with their feet. Right, it can be rough with these. So we'll put first in here. As you can see, you've got to dig all here because they're on hard clay and I break my wrist if I try doing it. So there's what I will do as well. I've got some oof and on. Let's get sprinkling of that round the plant, you know. Another thing, if you have got club root, I know there's club root in my main allotment. This part we're on here has had, it were an orchard. It's been fruit, apple, pear trees for donkey's years. I only took them out last year, so I don't think there'll be anything in here.
Yeah.
But as a precaution, I could put some lime down as well, and also grow them on. Don't have them in little cell trays and them 6-packs and then plant them out. Get your cabbages so they're at this size in these sort of 7 or 9 centimetre pots. Over on that other plot, it's nothing for me to grow cabbages into 2-litre pots before I plant them out, and that helps avoid club root because you've got that root established. So that nice root system on. So these will be about 5 weeks old, I would have said when I sown these about 5 weeks ago. So in the hole, the back fillet, you got a breakdown. All the way around it. Really compact that. You'll not hurt them roots at all with cabbages. That's what they need. If you plant these soft, they'll blow on you. You've wasted your time doing crop. And a bit more of that round. Give them a feed. These will get watered as well. Spacings, I usually do behind now. Been doing it long enough that I don't really. The trowels are good a measure as anything.
Yeah, probably about 18-inch apart, them, aren't they?
So this is all for on, and there's also a bit of bone meal mixed in with it. Nickel tapper. This is all brassicas. You need to do this with Dan.
Yeah.
Sprouts, especially sprouts. Then you won't have the problem at sprouts blowing on you. Gonna seed before they're ready for harvesting.
They do get quite tall as well, don't they, sprouts?
Yeah. So it's that wind rot what causes it.
It's the first year I've grown the sprouting broccoli.
Yeah.
And the plants and them, I think they must be about 3.5 foot tall now.
Yeah. And they've dwarfed a lot of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you'd be getting broccoli that was 7 foot at one time.
Really big plants.
Same as the old sprouts, either some special. That must be massive.
Yeah.
But it never grew up north too well, that. For some reason. It had a lovely big plant, but sprouts just blew on it. It's been a bit too cold for each.
At least it's cooled down a little bit, Martin.
It's nice now, isn't it? It's been scorchy, hasn't it, for sure?
It has. We've been doing this morning, we'd have been sweating cobs.
And there's Rotherham show next week. We'll bring you some footage from that.
Yes.
See if we win any prizes, Dan.
Yeah, good times ahead.
And I think it's 2 weeks we're off to Harrogate, aren't we?
Yeah, there's Harrogate as well, which we'll be covering.
And I think before the season's finished, we might have a little trip to Winthrop Gardens, Dan.
Yeah.
It's a community garden in Wickersley.
Oh, that'd be worth a shout.
It's worth a look. Which isn't far from us, Wickersley, for anybody who doesn't know the area. So I said, I'm going to put a double row of these in and some in the middle. I'll not do that now, because you get the gist of it. Right, this last cabbage, just to show how resourceful they are. I'm doing that, Dan. That's it. And again, this is very slow release. This, so you don't have to worry too much if you're heavy-handed with it. This organic fertiliser, and especially its weather's getting cooler, it'll not release as quick. But there's a bit of something there for them if they want it. Remember, don't water plants, water soil. Proper good drink. Get your nets over them. Again, it's whitefly time as well this time of year.
Yeah.
These next few weeks you'll see them like big white clouds of dust coming off sprouts. Keep my eye on them because brassicas have a habit of going mardy on you when you planted them. Won't worry, first shower of rain we get, they'll be back up.
They're a real hardy plant, aren't they?
And that's it for planting brassicas. It's as simple as that, Dan. Get your nets over them, keep the birds off and whatnot.
That's it.
Keep behind them for weeds, keep them weeded. There you go, you've got cabbages. Christmas dinner sorted.
It's that simple.
So you could put some photos up, are you?
Yeah, so yeah, we'll get some of the photos of the boxes and the flowers that got entered.
Yep.
We'll stick them on end.
And we'll see you after the show next week.
Or tomorrow.
Or tomorrow if you're on Allotment Flower Garden.
Yeah, the first video will be going out tomorrow, so
yeah.
Keep your eyes open for that.